Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my experience with option trading and what it's been like so far. So before we begin, I just want to talk about a show that I'm binge watching right now. I love binge watching, especially when I get sucked into a show. I've been binge watching Brooklyn Nine.
Here are two pictures.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. If you have Netflix, definitely check it out. After watching one episode, I got completely hooked, and I've been binge watching it for a few days now. I've already passed one season, 30, at least like 30 episodes, I think, like 25, 26 episodes in the matter of 2 days. So yeah, I love binge watching stuff though. That's like, whenever you get sucked into a show, you just never want to stop watching. That's the best. That's the best feeling. So for anyone that doesn't know me, I'm gonna be playing a little video of my AMD stock story. So you guys can skip 2 minutes into the video if you don't want to hear it. This was made on June 26, 2017. This was not my voice. This is someone else's voice. If you haven't seen this, check it out. If you don't, you can fast forward to whatever you want to do.
Here's the story of how Kevin of Cyberworld 7 made $500,000 off AMD. On the year 2013, February 21st, it was a cold winter day. Kevin was watching a PlayStation press conference. It was nothing special until they announced it, the fourth coming of the PlayStation, the PS4. He was wondering at the time who manufactures the hardware for the PS4, and after some digging around, he discovered that AMD was the culprit behind the PS4. Intrigued, he looked up the stock price for AMD and saw it was trading at $2.77. So Kevin got real excited and bought AMD stocks. He became obsessed with AMD and did a lot of research about the company. Kevin gambled on the possibility that Microsoft would use AMD hardware because they used it in their Xbox 360. So he took the leap and poured all his money on AMD. And after 3 months, the stock took off and basically doubled his money. He thought that AMD was still going to grow and bought even more. After about a year and a half, instead of growing, the company was struggling. It was due to a decline of PC sales, and the current CEO wasn't good at his job. He later got replaced by Dr. Lisa Su. Kevin was still holding on to his shares and even bought more around $2. Kevin didn't think the company would go bankrupt because Intel and Nvidia would have a monopoly, and he knew that AMD had a CPU in development for over 3 years. He was right, and the company took off in 2016. There is also the concept of artificial intelligence being pushed into the market, and since AMD and Nvidia can provide GPU, they both play an instrumental role in AI development. This led to AMD to rise all the way to $11 and higher. Kevin has made over $500,000 on AMD and now understands more on how the stock market works. Kevin is now looking at companies like Aurora Cannabis and Dinosaur for the next big catch. That's all to the video. If you like this video,
So yeah, that's my story. I did invest into Dinosaur. I invested in Dinosaur when it was like between 80 cents to $1, and then I just followed the company very, very closely. I don't want to get into specifics, but I found many wrong things with the company, so I decided to bail out around 65-ish cents, maybe 50 cents, around there. And I just like, okay, screw this. And then the stock dropped all the way to like 20 cents. I could have picked it up, but I didn't trust the company, so I just left it alone. And just recently it had a really massive bounce. I'm not too sure what's going on in the company. I don't care. I mean, could it be a good gambling stock? Maybe. It could be a real business? Maybe. But it's just, I don't want to get too specifics at why I don't really like the stock. I always watch it, but maybe I should change my perspective, and if it ever drops down to like 20 cents again, I could put a little bit of gambling money into it and just don't care what the company does, just gamble and hope that it pops again. But no, if it goes back, if it rallies for some strange reason, and goes past $1, then maybe I'll look into why the hell it went to $1. Maybe, I don't know. It all depends. But Aurora paid off. Aurora, you know, like it was $2 around that time, June. Now it's like $8.53. I panicked in around the December time frame. So I was panicking about stock market crash. So then I sold out my stocks. I sold out most of my stocks, and the stock, I was right at first because the stock plummeted all the way to like $6.30. It was looking very positive, and then so all of a sudden Canopy rallied, so Aurora rallied with the market, and now I'm just hoping the stock goes back down to maybe, you know, $6, the low $7. That's all I can do is hope right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Cam Batley did come out with a really awesome promotional video. So, you know, that video could pump the stock up. But we'll see what happens on Monday. And then I at the same time when I sold out, I was also getting into option trading. I'm a complete noob. I was very bearish on the market, and I started shorting the market when it was around December 12th, December 13th, and I just kept buying puts on different companies, and I made a lot of money. But then, you know, as soon as the market bounced, I was like, oh, you know what, this is probably a bounce. It's probably gonna rally a little bit more and then pull back big time. That did not happen. It just kept rallying. We had to pull back when Apple was here. So since I was doing so much put options on the market, I was losing a lot of money. And then around like January, between January 14th, between January 7th to 18th, I was like gambling on the stock market at earnings time, and I lost a bunch of money there. So overall, my option experience has been pretty bad. I mean, I'm probably at a loss over a gain, but it was an experiment. You know, I was new and I expected to lose money, and I don't really care that I lost that money because I gained experience, and you know, I know what. By doing those mistakes, I realized that, you know, option trading can be very dangerous. It can be gambling, but if it's used properly and is used wisely, it could be the best tool of your life to make money. It's an additional tool to make money, and it's very, very easy to gamble with options. But I think that options are a very important part of trading. You need to have options to protect yourself. Trading is good too, but option trading also gives you safety, in my opinion. I think option trading is not really for gambling unless you treat it like the casino and you treat it like you're gonna make tons of money off of it. Then you're treating like it's gambling. But if you truly believe, like you truly know your company, it's a way for you to like if you really understand the stock that you like, the company that you invested into, options really help you at a time when you're uncertain about where the price of your stock can go, because you can then put options on your stock so you can protect your gains. You can protect yourself from losing by gaining on the options. Like, I don't know. I honestly think that options is very good if you use it, like if you use it properly. It's the only way for you to bet against the market too. Shorting and put options is the only way for you to bet against the market. So that's why I kind of like options. You get the ability to oppose the market when you think the market is gonna go down. So I don't know. I like options. I think I just need some practice with it, and I need to be careful. I'm gonna start paper trading, and I'm going to, you know, continue to learn. You know, and I'm not being greedy. I'm not like, Yeah, okay, I lose like, let's say if I lost $10,000 on options, it's not going to affect my life because this money I lost is nothing compared to the money I lost with Aurora. When Aurora was like 15 $16, I was up, you know, over $3 million in cash. And now that it's dropped all the way back, I'm not in cash anymore. I'm not, I lost that money. I mean, I could buy back in to Aurora stock and hope that it goes back to, you know, $14, or I can look for another stock. That's what I'm doing. I'm always, you know, I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna look for opportunities to buy in other companies. Hopefully Aurora drops and then I can buy back into Aurora. And I'm still kind of gambling on a stock market crash, but at the same time, I know that it won't happen. Not yet, anyways. I think the stock market crash is gonna get delayed for a couple years. But this is just my opinion, though. We'll see what happens in a few months from now. You know, I remember shorting Microsoft at like 108, and then it dropped all the way down to $94, and I was in, so my Microsoft option was like $20,000. I put in like maybe $2,000, and I was up $20,000 on my Microsoft put options. That felt good. Those moves are very hard to get, but that felt very good to get. Facebook, you know, I also made some decent money off Facebook doing put options, but right now I'm kind of losing all of my Facebook put options. So my current situation is I have, you know, $1 million. Dr. Evil is always like, I have about over $1 million of cash, and I'm just waiting for a good opportunity or slowly start deploying that money back into the market. Just finding opportunities. Hopefully I can invest back into Aurora, but I will not invest into Aurora at 8.53. Maybe if it dropped back down to like $8 or below $8, then I might think of investing, but not at 8.53. I'll just look for another stock if I have to, because even at the gains at 8.53 is not going to be very much. If the stock went up to like $14, like you're not going to make very much, and I honestly don't think the stock is going to go back to $13. It might go back and retest $9 or $10, but it won't go back to $13 to $14 or $15. That's why I believe, at least in the short term, but in the long term, I definitely see it going back to, you know, $12 to $13. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna hope Aurora stock goes down. If it goes down $8, I'll definitely buy back into the company. And then if it goes down to like the low $7 or even below $7, that's when I'll make a big purchase back into Aurora. And if it goes to like $5, then I can really make like a big purchase on Aurora. So unless the stock goes to $5, I'm not gonna make a huge purchase into Aurora. I'm gonna look for other stocks, other companies to invest into, and slowly deploy my money back into the market. My mistake was gambling on. I should have been a more long-term investor. I should have just hold on to my stocks, stop for the pain. Even if the stock went to $5, who cares? You know, and then just wait it out, because I would have made back way more money than if I just sold out. You know, like if I kept all my shares, I had $100,000. I would be way more, like I would have way more money now than if I did by selling out. That's what I'm saying, essentially. But I chose to sell out. That's life, you know, that's my decision, and I have to live with it. So the only thing I can do is wait for an opportunity to buy back in or find other companies to buy in. So that's my whole option experience. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.